Most of us think compulsively all the time. That is to say, we talk to ourselves. If I talk all the time, I don't hear what anyone else has to say. If I think all the time, that is to say, if I talk to myself all the time, I don't have anything to think about except thoughts. Therefore, I'm living entirely in the world of symbols. Therefore, if you meditate for an ulterior motive, that is to say, to improve your mind, to improve your character, to be more efficient in life, you've got your eye on the future and you are not meditating. Well, meditation, when correctly done, has nothing to do with all that. It's a kind of digging the present. It's a kind of grooving with the eternal now. The place where it's at is simply here and now. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you, just listen to the general hum and buzz of the world as if you were listening to music. Don't try to identify the sounds you're hearing. Don't put names on them. Simply allow them to play with your eardrums. It's all just sound. And if I am talking to you right now when you're doing this, don't try to make any sense out of what I'm saying, because your brain will take care of that automatically. You don't have to try to understand anything. As you hear sounds coming up in your head, thoughts, you simply listen to them as part of the general noise going on, just as you would be listening to the sound of my voice, or just as you would be listening to cars going by, or to birds chattering outside the window. So look at your own thoughts as just noises. And soon you will find that the so-called outside world and the so-called inside world come together. They are a happening. Your thoughts are a happening, just like the sounds going on outside. And everything is simply a happening, and all you're doing is watching it. It's all just sound. The place where it's at is simply here and now.
Alrighty, what is up, guys? Evan Aldo here. Fun day today. Oh man, fun day today. It is imminent kind of approval or whatever. It's being listed on Fidelity. I don't think you could put money into the Bitcoin spot, ETF or any of that just yet. But we're getting there. We're kind of getting there. Let's see. As everybody's finger on the buy sell trigger, yeah. I mean, nobody knows. I'm more of the type of trader that's more analytically focused, on the analysis, on the charts. But yeah, it's a fun time. It's a freaking fun time. And I mean, if we want to look at, this is a trade I'm in right now, 2,500 in profit on Matic. This is a trade setup given in advance in the Discord. If you guys are interested, link down below. I'm not going to reveal where I'm going to take the trade right now, but this was like a pinged. Actually, I'll give you guys a little freebie. Okay, you're going to see the first take profit. It's not far away from where we are right now, but yeah, I mean, ultimately, this Bitcoin long setup still in effect. Almost hit first take profit on that one. I should still be in that one, but I actually yesterday set my stop loss to kind of my entry point, so I made $100 getting stopped out when we did come down. But I'm in the Matic one right now, so it's a slow kind of gradual process. If you guys are interested in Discord, link down below. We are doing a VIP meeting tonight at 8 p.m. 8 or 8:30, 8 or 8:30. What time is it? Let me check that. Why did I forget? 8:30 p.m. tonight. I'm doing a VIP meeting So yeah, and it's a really really fun time for crypto. I think Matic could keep going, most likely. So that's really exciting here. ETH, if we do break up, you're almost to, did we touch 2,500? I think is a big psychological level. If you could break above that, we're looking at potentially even 2,800. I know that's a crazy freaking high numbers, but man, it's exciting for these markets. With the ETF, I mean, all that traditional IRAs, that stuff, money may go into the Bitcoin there. So that's cool. That's really cool. So yeah, and I mean, it looks like continuation, especially on a lot of these time frames for Ethereum. So we could pump some more. I mean, probably the main trade setup, right here, the main trade setup right here, I guess the breakout setup is maybe something along these lines, 1-to-1 like that would, be it wouldn't surprise me if you have wicks down, so be careful, but that's what I'm looking at right there. And we could look at crypto funding rates. Crypto funding rates are probably pretty important to look at. Come on. And they're healthy, I think. These are, okay, a little, not bad, not generally healthy funding rates, which would indicate, potential. I don't know what the hell people are doing, DYDX, but everywhere else for ETH, but everywhere else is looking generally, pretty good. And yeah. So that's what we're looking at. What's up, Plan E? What's up, everybody in the chat? Really appreciate you guys. Really exciting time to be in this game. A lot of people are doing big trades. A lot of people are going wild. So it's really fun. It's a really fun time to be in this market. A lot of things are doing good. The Matic, that's one of my favorite projects. That's doing good. DOT, a lot of these have had their little pullback, their healthy pullback, and I think that this is, let me go on the different Binance, I got the lines, but I think that ultimately, and if the music is too annoying, I could turn it down, but I think ultimately we had our 30% correction, so this I think is the disbelief phase. This is the disbelief phase, this drop down, and then we're going to be generally home free for the next year, until probably April. Someone may walk away next year potentially, where I'll be in a long-term capital gains category, so I'll be taking profits on a lot of these alts and blowing all the money on a Lamborghini or whatnot. And I'm just kidding, but putting it into other assets, potentially safer assets, in the maybe some S&P 500, some Nasdaq, maybe some real estate, so yeah. If it is a Lamborghini, it's going to be one that, a lot of people are making money renting those out on Toro. So, if you were, you bought a car you couldn't afford, maybe rent it out. There's those possibilities. Uni, yeah, let's definitely look at Uni. That's one that's lagged behind, definitely. So, it's one I have, I don't know a lot of cryptos, but it's one I do have a position in. I do think this double bottom potentially will break back up to this area. If we do break down, you're looking at lower areas, but a lot of things look like they're in the disbelief phase. I mean, I do think that you'll most likely break up here, especially that monthly. Yeah, I mean, macro still is pretty strong. You had your probably 20 or 30% correction here, 30%, which is the magic number we look for in these bull runs, and it looks like you will continue. So that is what we want to see here. Volatility inbound, yeah. It could be. I have no idea. It's tough to say. It does feel a little bit weird buying Bitcoin at, 50K or whatever upon approval, but I would assume we would be higher than that within the next year, hopefully. So that's what we're kind of looking at. But ultimately, I think ETH in a lot of ways probably has bottomed out against Bitcoin. That's the big thing that I've been kind of looking at on, S&P 500. We're almost back up to all-time highs. No, we didn't quite make it yet, but we're approaching that area, and we'll probably get there. Price is structured more bullishly. 2 week could be a nightmare if we hit that and then reject hard. So that's what we do have to keep in mind here. But looking at ETH versus Bitcoin, it's a pair that I've looked at a lot. Huge jump up, big hammer candle I think that's what they're called or whatever. Big jump up, looks like some continuation in the lower time frames. This could absolutely be bottoming out, against Bitcoin here. Absolutely be bottoming out against Bitcoin. So, I think in terms of this, ETH is the big buy, altcoins are the big buy. It's a big area. So yeah, you guys know that Yuga Labs is something I've been looking at. I think it's kind of make or break for a lot of the apes and all that. It's either we're going to get that rally and go forward and survive, or it's all over. I mean, there's not, you probably had a 98% correction for this. I mean, usually 96, okay, still in that ballpark. Usually that's it. You got to decide here, whether this trigger wave on the 3 days either going to bring us back up or that's it. And I think this generally will follow the apes and the NFTs and all that. So it's a risky play, but I do think Yuga Labs could be the good buy. It could be a good buy right here. $500 million market cap, for ApeCoin. And let's look at some of the old favorites. Cardano, kind of forming that reverse head and shoulder type thing. We had our 30% correction, like a lot of the alts, head and shoulders, looking kind of juicy, and potentially, jumping up higher. If you were to try to do a trade with this, a long position, well, let's see what we could potentially do here. 1-to-1 up to that area, 57 cents, I think is likely. Up to these areas, potentially back up to 59. Not a bad risk-reward ratio there. Yeah, a lot of people ask about XRP. It's a large market cap. It's one that's annoying in my opinion. I'm not the biggest XRP type of guy. But I do think that you'll generally, eventually pump and do well as you've done in the last bull markets or whatever. So yeah. And guys, smash the like button. Always appreciate that. And check out the link down below for FAIRDESK. $100 bonus every week we give away on FAIRDESK. I'm making this Matic long right there. 2,700 unrealized profits. Kind of keeping for the paid users, keeping the first take profit secret for now, but we are awfully close to it, so that's really exciting. And life is good. Life is very good, so can't complain about that in any sense. So yeah. CUE, CIE, SIE, SE, SEI. I don't know. These are tougher, the newer ones, but they don't have no sell walls above them. Yeah, 33%. I generally think it'll follow the rest of the market and potentially jump higher. Be careful with that daily. Looks god awful. So there's not. These are harder to predict, but it kind of looks good. So yeah, trying to think what else here. Oh man, let's look at H bar. I gotta buy some more H bar. Probably in the same ballpark as a lot of other crap right now. How long have I been learning and trading for? So seriously, I've been learning and trading for about 4 years. Unseriously, about 8-9 years since 2015. Keep getting better. It's a slow way up, but I keep improving at it as time has gone on. Obviously, market conditions are easier when price go up, when price only go up. So yeah, there's just different conditions, but. Yeah. How much time have I put it? Years. I would say years. I was first buying Bitcoin in 2015, but I didn't have much money to put into it, so I didn't make that much. Even 100x is not, a 50x is not that much when you only have a couple grand. Well, I mean it is, but you know what I mean. It's not life-changing wealth. I mean, you could buy a car, you could buy a BMW X3 or something, but yeah. But yeah, this is like H bar, I think. I think a lot of things are in denial phase or disbelief phase, whatever you want to call it. And I think we'll generally, keep going up. And I think once you break out of this area here, you're going to get back to 15 cents. And that's a 100% jump from the bottom there. So, yeah. But ultimately, you know, if we were to into 25, I mean, I don't know. You could go parabolic or whatever. But I would say, you know, these areas are a pretty good bet. 400% or something for next year. Long-term capital gains. Yeah. That's what I'm looking at. I want to look quickly at CoinGecko just to see what's happening. Don't know what that is. Theta I want to look at. That was CBZ in the Discord, one of my analysts. Great analyst. He made a lot on this in the last bull run. Not listed on Coinbase, but I would expect it would eventually get there, that 30% drop. I think it's a little bit of a riskier play, but you obviously can. I don't know why I drew that, but yeah, I mean, you obviously can jump a lot higher and come back to these areas or whatever. Ah, man, that's a tough question. You know, what tool or what? It's a combination of things. Being disciplined, I would say, having patience. Disciplined, having patience, actually taking profits. That's a big one. It's hard to. It's a lot more than I could just explain over a one live stream. Yeah, I mean, believe that I would say like anything else. Consistency. Believe it can be done. Trying to think. I mean, people go to college for, how many years to become a doctor? 8 years, and there's residency, 12 years. I mean, it could take a while to accomplish something like this. I mean, it's different, though, for everything. But, yeah, there's a lot I could say. Don't just try to leverage trade, try to do other things in the crypto market as well. There's a lot of anxiety, which is leverage trading. I would have long-term bags as well, especially. But it all depends how much risk you want to take. Dixie. I don't know. Dixie, I would be kind of more neutral. I do think, you're getting that bounce here. I don't know. Weekly, it kind of looks good. I don't know, it kind of looks good, but if you follow the money on that 2 week, not so good. I'm kind of neutral on it right now. I think we'd eventually break down farther. Well, isn't there an inverse Kramer ETF now, which is wild, and it's down a lot. So I don't know what the hell they're. How could you have an inverse Kramer ETF if the guy changes his mind every 3.5 seconds? It's a little tough, you know what I mean? May get a bounce here. Robinhood's one I've looked at. I was watching a video by Brandon Carter, a live stream, and he was saying like how he sells put options when he wants to like buy something. That could be an interesting strategy. You're long, okay. Well, I do have a long setup in the Discord for Bitcoin, and I'm looking at 48, like 48.1, or that particular high would be the area. So that's where I would be looking at. You kind of missed the move a little bit. I would be probably more inclined to do the long on ETH, but I think, obviously, I mean, you're basically at 47 right now almost. I mean, you kind of rejected from it almost. That area, just under 48. AXL, a lot of people like. AXL is another one, another new one. Elixir. It's tough to say for some of these new ones. I mean, you're 25. That's a big area you want to hold right there. I think this looks a little weaker compared to the rest of the market. I could be wrong, though. I don't know. Tough to say. I mean, you could get... Hopefully that trigger wave would save the day, bring you higher. What's up, B. Baker? Tia, yeah, it's tough with the. There's just not enough data for me to really trigger wave to the downside. Like, I'd say they look a little worse than the rest of the market, but I could be wrong. I mean, there's trigger waves and stuff. It's hard to say with this. Just who knew? ARB, oh man, you guys are all into the new ones. Yeah. I would imagine it would keep jumping if everything else does. If you do break above this kind of point, it would probably come to 240 or something. Jumping up a little bit there. Kind of looks good. ETH is moving. Yeah, we're almost up to. Did we get up to? Yeah, we're almost up to 2,500, which I think is the first psychological area, but I think we could break above and potentially kind of go higher. So yeah. ETH is the good long right now, I think. Long in the breakout, I think that's kind of not a terrible idea. But anything could happen, as always. What time we know about ETF? I don't know. So somebody slipped and said it would be able to trade them on Thursday, which is Thursday today or tomorrow? Yeah, that would be tomorrow. Could be. Could be. Yeah, announced that maybe tomorrow you'll be able to. So we'll see. It's always wild when you look at like SPY versus Bitcoin or whatever, because it's so yeah, it looks just so like SPY versus US dollar. I mean, according to this, you have a lot more to bleed. That was the high of. Yeah. So that right there, if it's like, yeah, I mean, this would be just price prediction area, but yeah, mid 25, convert back to S&P 500 a little bit, wait it out, and then convert back to or whatever. Those dots are typically good freaking, yeah. Well, that you got it early there, but decent places to. Well, not really, yeah, because if you were to, yeah, you still would have made money throughout that area, though. Right, that bull div, that got it pretty good in there. This kind of did, yeah, you're looking at, well, is that a bull div? Not exactly, but money, go with the money flow. And then you got performed to prey, yeah, 200%, and then, yeah, very volatile. Just very similar to, yeah. I think it would make a higher high against it. How's PayPal doing? Up a little bit, 61, right? Yeah, up a little bit on the day, stagnant. Let's see. Yeah, I would assume probably a double from where you'd probably get at least a double from where we are now within the next year to year and a half for Bitcoin. That would be the most obvious kind of prediction here. I'm trying to think. What do I want? There's something I was going to look at. Oh, was it Apple's probably up. 2-day trigger wave forming. Bring it back up there potentially. What was this correction? Maybe 5-10% or something? 10%. What's up, Vedant? And if you guys are interested in Discord, a link down below. Provide a really, really good product for you guys in there. And then FAIRDESK, link down below if you guys want to make some of these wild trades. So yeah. Obviously, I'm not right all the time, but we've had some really good trades in there. Let's go. ETH is pumping. This song isn't that great. Uni might get up to that wick. Kind of like that potential jump. Yeah. Come on, you could do it. You could do it. Matic too. All these cryptos. You can do it, crypto. Cryptos. We're almost there. Almost there. You could jump. Matic. Just look at all the things I'm in. Miami real estate, let's go. So if you bought back here, you're already up 2% of Miami real estate. Damn. Imagine that, 2% in about 2 months. 4 to 6 p.m., okay. Yeah. Robinhood, I think, is one that may jump out. I might try that, like, freaking... that strategy where you sell puts to get it or whatever. I might try something. What does ETF approval mean? Macro, it's a really good sign. There could be a sell the news type thing, or what I think is it could be a lot of pumpage into ETH. A lot of pumpage into ETH, I think. And some of these alts really could, start to get good, especially Matic versus ETH. Matic versus ETH is back down to that area. I think you're going to get a nice bounce relatively soon here. Matic versus ETH, I think, is a good buy. Reverse head and shoulder type thing, jumping up potentially. What was that? There's another one that's new that people have been excited about. Beam. Yeah, this may jump up a little bit more. This KL. Daily VWAP. Could be some continuation signs here. Don't know much about this one. Yeah, the sky's the limit. I have no idea. So Bitcoin dominance, I do think it got a big drop down kind of off of this big area. If we do roll over, get a trigger up to the bottom of the 4-day, I think that's really bearish for it. I think the 5-day and the weekly are the main bull cases for Bitcoin dominance right now. If everything sells off, it probably could come up to 57, but it's hard to say. I would generally think down. So yeah. Cardano versus Bitcoin. That's that correction there. Trigger wave forming on the 2 weeks, so that could be ugly if that does play out like that. I don't know. I would assume this would continue forward against Bitcoin, though. Got rate cuts coming. We got a lot of crap going. CSOS. SAOS. NFT floor prices are low. Could be a good buy for NFTs. 4 ETH for an ape. Yeah, it could be a good buy. The thing here is like, and let's see how much this is down over. Yeah, down a good amount against ETH over the last 90 days. And then on the macro, I mean, hitting that major kind of 4.3 right now, 4.5. So full bubble pop pattern if we get down to like 4. I think it's kind of all or nothing here. I think since ApeCoin looks good, these will jump a little bit. So yeah, I think they'll hold 10,000 USD value. That'd be my guess here. Where are the creeps? There's some creeps. How about Trump NFTs? Make Solana great again. That's like making higher highs. I kind of like that Matic evaluation here, or ETH evaluation, excuse me. I like that one. I'm gonna buy like one more of those. I have a bunch of those. BNB, yeah, I haven't looked at BNB in a minute, but that was the one everybody's been trying to short for the longest time, and it's not. Y'all been getting wrecked if you've been trying to short this, obviously. If you break above here, you're coming back up to these areas for something. Nice hit right there. June lows, and then, yeah. Hitting a big point, though, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, very big point right around, yeah. Down a bit here, yeah, like everything else. And then you're looking at, that's been going down, I don't know. If you get a trigger wave in some of these, weird between that 20, yeah. Don't know there. Almost there on Matic, where I want to be. Almost to where I want to be on Matic. We'll take some... You guys will get to see where I'm taking profits a little bit. So we'll take, I don't know, we'll take about 40, or yeah, 40 out. I want to take a good amount, good chunk of profits out here at 87. We're going to close the long right there. So we'll try to limit out of that, which is really exciting. I think it could come up quite a bit more, but nobody ever went broke taking profits. We'll let it ride. And that was the trade given in advance in the Discord. You guys want to see this trade right here from 2 days ago. And that Bitcoin long setup is still in very well in effect. Obviously, didn't do as well as the Matic one because all coins are ripping. But I think we still could get there, especially if the ETF is approved. And not too many people are going crazy degen long, which is also a good sign. Retail is still generally asleep. So, yeah. Bullish news. Won't crash. Yeah, completely. So nobody knows, obviously. But we'll just play it. We play it and we watch and see what happens. Didn't get there yet. I think just got to be patient with this. And then jump up higher, hopefully. So yeah, it looks like the ETF approval, we'll find out within probably by the end of the day, 6 p.m. or whatever. Then you'll be able to trade it tomorrow. I don't know what that's going to do to price. I would assume bullish, but we'll see. That 5-day would be the case for bullish. And would bring us back up to 48, potentially even 50. We know what the fake news gave us. Gave us 48. So maybe real news gives us 50, maybe. Four-hour. Looks good in the 4-hour. Looks good, decent in the 1-hour. Bitcoin looks pretty good in the 4-hour. VL coming up. It looks not terrible in the 1-hour. Potentially coming back into the green. Kind of neutral there, though. But yeah. So close. Half a cent away. Half a cent away. We'll get there. Come on. SBNB. Let's look at Doge. Trigger waves forming there. That's a big point, yeah. You could try to bet we'll hold this, but it's, I don't know if yeah, no, it looks decent. You'll probably be able to, it's lagged behind for obvious reasons, but you could probably get back up there, or 1-to-1 pretty easily, potentially back up there, 2-to-1, nice 2-to-1. 1-to-1 would be there, and then, yeah, more than that. What was XPR2? That's the one that, wanted to take a look at. Coming down a little bit, Bear div right there on your 2-day. This is a super small cap, but yeah. What was that correction? 25%er. Till Doge at 32 cents. Meta going parabolic. I have not looked at Meta in a minute. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, it is coming up. So, testing old all-time highs, finally. Wow. Make or break moment. Either you reject from here or you keep going. We will see. We will absolutely have to see. How's silver doing? Boring as hell. I would assume you may see a jump here. But this is, yeah, it's not really much of a Not much of a mover. ARPA chain, I've never heard of it. 56 cents. I mean, you're hitting resistance there. That could be 82 cents. Could be a what is it at now? Why is it not showing price for this? It's weird. Oh, yeah, that's a volatile. I don't know, man. That's potentially up there, 82 cents or whatever. Don't know what ARPA chain does. How's a Raven coin done? That's another. I don't even know if this is an active project anymore. It looks like it could get a jump. ApeCoin. Is ApeCoin jumping? Starting to, finally. ApeCoin. Hidden bull div forming on the 2-day. I have no opinion on this. It may jump here. No opinion on people. It may jump though. ETH is looking good. Oh man, I want to stay on. Getting hungry though. Eat lunch. Let's get this. Get this money. Matic's coming back. Trigger wave. Tight little trigger wave. Have we looked at Solana today? Could be the one I missed. I don't think I looked at it today. 95. Oh, this is coming down. Yeah, Solana's been, yeah, ETH has taken away some of the heat from this. This looks worse than most right now, I would say. You might be able to get that trigger within daily and save the day, come back, but yeah, I think Solana, you're probably gonna bounce here. Yeah, you're probably gonna get something here, but yeah. Delete that one. I mean, we're at 95 right now. Something like that may easily 1-to-1 or potentially 2-to-1s there. Yeah, something like that may work pretty well. Trigger wave on the 3. Yeah. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream. I'm looking for the first. Like take profit there. I mean, I gotta get something to eat in a minute. Well, within like a half hour, hopefully. I could leave this on for you guys if you guys want to just watch the trade, but it's not really. You guys already saw the trade. Not too much is happening. I think we'll get kind of an answer with this Matic. Hopefully at first take profits pretty soon. It'd be very anticlimactic if we can't get that. We got so close. So yeah. I mean, that is almost a somewhat of a reverse head and shoulder thing. Probably gonna, yeah, continue to see a bounce there. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Matic. Matic. All we need is that jump off of this pattern. All we need is this. This is all we need right here, guys. We need this, yeah, and then we're beautiful. Voluptuous. Voluptuous right now. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah. Come on, 10-second. Come on, 5-second. Oh. Oh my God. Come on. Come on. We got to break upward. We got to break upward. No. No bearishness allowed. Come on. Almost there. Almost there. You're so close. Come on. Yeah, we could see more of an altcoin season, potentially. And by the way, guys, if you're interested in trading on FAIRDESK like I am, never had an issue with this exchange so far. Link down below, first link. We announced the winner of the $100 giveaway every week in the Discord. All you have to do is deposit any amount to one futures trade, so check it out. All the other exchanges down below are great as well. Those are main ones I use. Nice little tight trigger wave. 6 minute on Bitcoin, looking good. In USA, you could use FAIRDESK in USA, yeah. But I would recommend using a VPN anyway. I'm using a VPN right now, so just be safe. Use protection. About to get there. Almost there for Matic. About to jump, hopefully. Almost there. Almost there. I had a VIP meeting tonight, 8 p.m. Wanted to mention that in the Discord. Sign up, it's awesome. Yep, plenty. You'll be there. Awesome, man. Looking forward to talking with all you guys. Oh my God, this is getting ridiculous. Come on. It's like yesterday. It almost got to the take profit, and then Tesla's down. Trigger wave on that 2 week doesn't look too good. I don't know. I feel like they may screw over Elon. I don't know. Might get a little bounce on that 2 hour. What's up, Clay the Great? Oh my God, we're so close. Reverse head and shoulders. Hopefully we bounce here on Matic. Come on. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens after market approval. ETH potentially making its run up to 2,500. Yeah. Trigger wave in the 1 minute is all we need here. That's all we, well, maybe a little bit. Assuming that's the bottom. Yeah, no, not, just under. Could be better though, hopefully. What's up, Marco? The first place, I think that's somewhat significant. ETH is going to be 2,500, and then after that, maybe even crazy. DeFi. Favorite degen play? ApeCoin. triple bottom thing. Hopefully break up to 150. Hidden bull div for me on the 1 minute, hopefully. Yeah, this is not. A little bit boring. Let's see. ETH dominance. Let's look at ETH. That's a good one to look at. I didn't look at that yet today. Big area right there. I like the weekly bull div. Yeah. Deep anchor wave could be bottoming out. Yeah. Plus Bitcoin dominance. That could be a good one to look at. That 2 week is a little bit more bearish. Weekly, okay, so for both of them, it looks like you may continue, but that's a huge area right here that we are, rejecting from, I should say, I guess. Right, I would probably go from those wicks, yeah, something around there, pocket holding. I'm kind of thinking you'd eventually lose it. See, that one right there was a pretty good indication there. Good place to buy alts. Same deal here, I think. Same kind of deal here. We were looking at, I looked at ARB. It looks bullish. I think you could break upward. I don't know to where. To where though? Maybe $2.50. Yeah. Trigger wave forming on the 2 minute. But yeah, we're coming back down a little bit. Was hoping we'd hit first take profit on the stream, but we're not. A little bit. They know where you got your first take profit, man. These markets, they know. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. Anyway, guys, been on about an hour. I don't know. There's not too much else to look at the moment. Just waiting for this to kind of play out. If you guys are interested in FAIRDESK, check out the link down below for FAIRDESK and all the other exchanges. Always appreciate that. And obviously the Discord VIP meeting tonight. Bull div forming on the 3-day here. Bull div on the 3-day for ETH Bitcoin. 3 LXs on the 5-day. Once you get to 3 or 4, yeah, that's usually it. So yeah. Anyway, guys, overall, I think the market is still looking pretty bullish. We may get some crazy wicks up with news of the ETF actually being approved and traded and listed tomorrow. So that's really exciting. I like the 4-day green dot in ETH. I like the 5-day green dot in Bitcoin. I think we can potentially keep going up. I do think the breakout long for ETH makes a good amount of sense here. I think it could really, get some more momentum, hopefully. So that's really exciting. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Check out the links if you want to trade. Do so responsibly, please. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm going to head out. See you guys tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern.